where we go. Welcome to Live Life with Sean. I'm your host, Sean Higgins. I'm a lifelong information security technology expert with a passion for speaking, coaching, and writing. In this podcast, I'm going to introduce a topic and then I'm going to talk about my thoughts on that topic, what it means to me, struggles I've had with it, successes, and some things that I've done to help me get through it. At the end of each episode, I will offer you a tool to help you work through what might be coming up for you. This show is recorded live, and you are invited to add your questions to the discussion. If I do not get to your questions during the show, I will do my best to answer them on my blog. If you enjoy this content, please subscribe to it, share it, like it, and/or leave a comment or question, as this will help others find this podcast. Thank you for joining me, and let's begin this night. Tonight, I'd like to talk about how to take care of your armor. The past couple of shows, I've been talking about a little bit of history of the armor, how armor's been around for many, many, many centuries, starting out as just skins worn to help protect against swords and knives and spears. And then it became metal as, the spears became harder, and that's where I really think of armor is in the Knights of the Round Table, really, and that age when they all had that shiny armor. And armor just has continued on, and I think that armor is also something energetic that you can pick up and use, and it can be good and it can be bad. I mean, in a good sense, you can use armor to deflect energies coming towards you that you do not want in your space. For example, somebody yelling at you. You could get the words from them, but not get the energy from them. Because they're in that yelling, it's not just the words, it's also the energy of that yelling, and having some type of shield can protect you from that energy. In situations where you need to be focused, having armor can really just help you get focused in. I talked about in a couple of shows here that in my last year at Purdue University, I was on the Purdue Rescue Squad, and I was with a partner, and we'd listen to the radio, we'd go run out and go find somebody, and if they were, a lot of times it wasn't anything major, somebody just tripped and fell, but one time I remember we found this guy who was unconscious. It's like, oh my gosh, something might really, really be wrong with him. And my partner started working on him, and she's just, checking things, and I've got a radio to let people know, okay, you got to send a stretcher, here's where we are. And I can't be all frazzled out, because if you're frazzled out, nobody's going to understand a word I say. I'm going to be saying it too fast, and it's going to come out all jumbled. So in my case, I put on armor, and in this case, really, I just took a big, deep breath and slowed myself down, focused in on what I needed to do in the moment, putting away all my other feelings, my heart racing, all that kind of stuff, and just, okay, started talking into the radio, man down, here's where we're located, we're going to need a stretcher for him. And then as I got information from my partner that she relayed to me, I relayed it on to the crew, and then, things moved on. But how many times have you had a very important business meeting and you put on your best outfit, your best suit? You step into that suit. It's like a sheet of armor. Nothing's going to stop you. It's going to keep you focused on what's at hand in that moment. So armor can be helpful to you to really help you manage your energy, help you keep moving forward. Where armor can be bad is if you need to be authentic. If you're keeping up a shield of armor, you're meeting somebody for the first time, they're not going to really see you because you've got this shield in front of you. And that's going to filter what you're getting from them and what you're giving to them. So again, if you want to understand a situation, you want to really understand what's really going on. I also think that if we wear armor too long, it tends to restrict us, restrict who we are, restrict our movement. When I first started looking at the armor that I was wearing, I really felt really restricted, really like I was, crumpled up under all this armor that was just weighing me down. And, here I thought I was putting this armor on to protect me so that I could protect others. But because I had so much armor, it wasn't really doing anything for me to help people. It was really just restricting who I was. And I think to get you to remove your armor, and this is what I've done as well, is you just need to be aware of it. For me, and I talked about this in the last show as well, is, and you can go back to that show and work through the process there. It's sitting down and really feeling into yourself, and then feeling, asking questions if there is armor, where it is, if it's willing to be removed, why was it there? And getting an understanding of why it was there and what energies need to be released around that armor. And then letting it go. If you can, sometimes it takes a while. And it took me a number of times to sit down and remove the armor that I was wearing. Because you have to be ready to move on. And, there will be a time and it will come off. And then there'll be a time and it may have come back because you faced a situation where you needed it back on, or you're just getting another layer that you're removing of it. Now, what I'd like to do is let's just take a moment here, okay? And think about a situation where you may have been putting armor on. Maybe it's you have a difficult boss, and every time you get in front of your boss, you clam up. Okay, I know I've done that before with certain bosses along the way, where I just really am very guarded, very shut down at times, because I'm just afraid of what might happen in front of the boss. What if I said the wrong thing? What if I pissed them off? What if they fired me? What if they don't like what I have to say? So, or maybe there's a difficult person in your life that you just, you have to be with them, but you really don't want to be with them. Again, are you putting on armor so that you can be with them? Are you becoming a different person with them? Maybe it's a person you don't like. Sorry. You're with this person, you got to be with them, and you're putting on this armor to change who you are, and the person you are changing into you don't like. Okay, so I think step one is really to notice when you're doing that. Just notice when you're doing it. And one thing that I'd like you to think about is let's just pick a situation where you're putting armor on. Difficult boss, difficult person, maybe difficult situation. Okay. Let's look at the difficult one first. Okay. Think about that situation. Think about you putting on that armor. Feel it. And now I'd just like you to notice, where are you? And when I say that, I know that sometimes I basically check out. So I am just in my mind running a program, just like I'm walking on eggshells, okay? Okay, what can I say so I don't piss off my boss? What can I say? What can I predict what he's going to want to know so that I can give him the right information? Okay, where are you? If you're in your mind, what's going on with the rest of your body? Is it just along for the ride? Just feel into that for a moment. What happens when you get into that situation with your boss, or that difficult situation, or that situation with that difficult person? Is this armor that you're always wearing? Because you're with this person, does it make it even worse for you to interact after that? I mean, what if you start your day going in front of your boss? Does it ruin the rest of your day? Or are you just getting into that situation and taking that armor off? And when you take that armor off, how do you feel? Maybe you still feel like you're carrying it around. Maybe there's some energy in your field you need to release as well. So just feel into that for a moment. Let's go a little deeper, okay? What I'd like you to do is to take a deep breath in. Take it in. Let it out. Start to feel yourself settle into your chair. Put your feet flat on the ground. Now rest your palms in your lap. Take another deep breath in. Let it out. Take a deep breath in. As you let it out, gently close your eyes. Good job. I'd like you to gather all your attention into the center of your head. Any thoughts, worries, concerns about what's going to happen later today, this evening, whatever, just gently pull your attention back. And any thoughts, worries, concerns about the past, just pull your attention. It's going to be centered right here in the center of your head. Breathe. Good job. Now I'd like you to get your attention to the base of your spine. This is where your root chakra is. And let's get yourself nice and grounded. Imagine a grounding cord connecting the base of your spine all the way down to the center of the earth, and make sure it's about as wide as your hips. This goes all the way down to the center of the earth. And make sure it's really good connected in the center of the earth there, connected at the base of your spine, and just feel the gentle pull of earth on your body. Feel a little more relaxing right now. Feel some of that energy that doesn't serve you dropping away, going down your grounding cord. There you go. Bring attention back to the center of your head. Good job. Take a deep breath in. Let it out. Good. Good job. I'd like you to imagine a screen out in front of you, like you're in a movie theater, big screen out in front of you, okay? And put a picture of yourself up there on that screen. Okay. Let's just watch what happens. Stay in the center of your head. Keep breathing. Notice what you look like. You probably look good up there, right? Good. Good job. And now watch what happens in your difficult situation. Put yourself in that situation. Notice the shift in your body. Do you get shorter? Do you actually see the armor that you're wearing? Do you hunch over? Just notice the changes in your body. Is there a heaviness in the body? Just notice what it is. Okay. Take yourself out of that situation and just notice if you fully recover back to where you were, or if you still have some remnants of being in a difficult situation. Breathe. Okay, let's give you some tools here. Okay, let's clean that screen off. Put yourself back on that screen. Imagine what you look like, starting your day. Look how good you look. You're all cleaned up. And now let's add a grounding cord to you up there. Make sure that grounding cord's the base of the spine all the way down the center of the earth. And notice the slight shift in the energy. Okay. A little bit of shift, a little bit more pulled into the body. It can be subtle. Okay. Now, what I'd like you to do is, the difficult situation's coming up. Okay. First off, let's bring in some golden energy into that image of you. Shower that image of you with golden energy. Good. Notice their difference. And now, let's imagine putting on some armor. We're going to go into a difficult situation. Let's just put on some armor before we go in. Okay? Could be a lot, could be a little, whatever feels right for you. Now, imagine yourself in that difficult situation. Keep breathing. You notice the difference? Took some time, got prepared. You weren't rushed when you put on your armor. Okay. Take yourself out of that difficult situation. Take that armor off. Let's hang it up. Shower yourself on that screen with that golden energy. Shower that armor. How does that person look on the screen? Look better? Okay. Wipe that screen away. Now let's make it a little more real. Let's imagine you are getting ready for your day. Okay, you've got your grounding cord on already. Okay. Make sure it's connected. Feel the pull of earth on you. Bring in some golden energy from above, just like a shower showering down on you. Let this golden energy work in and through you. Feel it. Just like a shower in the morning. Feel the warmth of it. Feel it working through your body. It goes a little deeper than the water, doesn't it? They'll work all the way through your body. Let the excess go down your grounding cord. Good. Now, pick up some armor, put it on. Notice how it feels. Feels a little restrictive maybe. It doesn't feel too bad. You know, you've got this golden energy flowing. You're grounded. You're here. Keep breathing. Watch your breath. Okay. Now, imagine you are going into that difficult situation. Keep breathing. Okay. Keep breathing. Hold on. Step back for a moment. Breathe. Take a deep breath in. Let it out. Okay. Keep breathing. Okay. Keep breathing. Now step into that difficult situation. You've got your armor on. Keep breathing. Feel a little more relaxed. Got your grounding cord on. That will help keep you in your body. Okay. Keep breathing. Just going to stay here for a moment. Okay. Step out of that situation. Breathe. Just breathe. Okay. You're out of that situation. It's okay. Breathe. Okay. Now let's take that armor off. Just hang it off to the side. Let's wash it off. Let's power wash it. Okay, imagine you got a power washer. Let's wash it off. Okay, got to make sure we remove some of that old crusty energy off of that it was shielding us from. Keep breathing yourself. Good job. Now I'd like you to notice if there's any heaviness in your body after going into that difficult situation. Wherever it is, it's for you. You know, could be in your arm, in your shoulder, in your neck, in your midsection, in your chest, wherever it is right for you, but notice it. Okay. Bring a bubble out in front of you. And that bubble is a magnet. And allow that magnet just to pull that stuckness that you're feeling, that heaviness into that bubble. Let it go. Turn it on. Notice how easy and effortlessly it goes into that bubble. Good job. Shut that magnet off. Let's bring another bubble along the right side of that first bubble. And this bubble is a different magnet. This magnet's going to pull your power out of that first bubble. Turn it on. Turn it off because it happens that quick. Take that second bubble and invite your energy back into you. And let's bring some golden white light in from above. This white light will come in through the top of your head and help you integrate in your energy that was just brought back in, and fill in any places that were opened that you pulled out into that first bubble. Good job. Keep breathing. Great, great. Now notice what that first bubble looks like. Does it have a shape, color, texture? Does it have a smell? Whatever it is right for you. Let's ask that bubble. It has a message for you. Is there a message that you've been holding on to that this bubble wants you to know? Whatever you get is right. Okay, keep breathing. Good job. Great. Let's take a pin and pop that first bubble. Let that energy go back to where it belongs. Doing great. Good job. Take a deep breath in. Let it out. Take a deep breath in. Let it out. Take a deep breath in. And as you let this out, gently open your eyes. Feel yourself back in your body, seated in your chair. And keep breathing here. Keep breathing for a moment. You may want to go back and listen to that one again. Maybe listen to it before you have a difficult situation, just to get yourself prepared. To get yourself to prepare yourself for that difficult situation. And then to release that situation when you're done. Okay? And just make sure you're grounding yourself in, getting yourself in your body, and bring some golden energy in whenever you want. You can put that armor on before you get into that situation, and remember to breathe. Good job. Thank you for joining Live Life with Sean. If you'd like to book a coaching session with me or want me to speak at your next event, please find Connect with Sean link on my website at seanchiggins.com. If you've enjoyed this show, please share it, subscribe to it, like it, and or leave a comment or question, as this helps others find this podcast. I thank you for joining me this week, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Until then, have a wonderful week.